Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hi, this is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited to introduce you to today's guest, Tina L. Greer. Tina is a business coach for aspiring women entrepreneurs, where she teaches you how to build a profitable and sustainable business by providing business strategies to understanding business fundamentals and also how to monetize your message, creating additional streams of income. Coupled with her educational background, a master's of public administration specializing in finance, and her expertise of working in corporate America for more than 20 plus years, and within the last 10 years, she has specialized in business strategy and pricing for a multi-million-dollar company. She is able to assist aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners in creating substantial, robust businesses. She's a professional speaker, author, and founder of Sisters United. Tina's goal is to inspire and train women into their greatness. She's the author of Grow Into Your Greatness, Transformational You, Create the Change You Want to See, 31 Power Statements and Affirmations to Live By, and she's also the co-author of The Voice That Changed Everything. As the founder of Sisters United, which is a professional women's organization, Tina builds relationships through networking. Her mission is to connect people and build business. Welcome, Tina.
Oh, thank you so much. I am super excited to have this opportunity to speak with you today. So it is definitely a pleasure to be on your show.
Well, thank you. I'm really interested in learning more about the people you help. Who are you helping the most?
My focus is to work with aspiring entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs who from startup to 5 years in business. That is my main audience that I really focus on, and helping them understand what they have their hands on, and also how to craft ways to monetize their business more efficiently and also run it in streamlined processes.
Well, your background certainly is perfect for that, because you have that what I call the left-brained part going strong, as well as the creativity. So it's kind of that whole brain process. So tell me, when you're helping these women, what types of problems, and these can be real or perceived problems, do you solve for them?
Well, first and foremost, a lot of individuals, they want to have a business, they start a business, and they believe that because they have business cards that now they are in business. And it's, of course, we know that it takes more than that. So when I'm approached, some women, they have a lot of ideals and really don't know where to start first. So I think clarity is the number one problem that I help them solve, because they need to understand what the type of services, the industry, who their target audience is, really the fundamentals of creating a sound business, the foundational pieces a lot of entrepreneurs tend to forget, and they run with it, thereby losing a lot of money in the process. So I really try to bring them back in and say, okay, let's be strategic and intentional about how we network. Let's be strategic in where we spend our money as far as marketing, advertising, branding, so on and so forth, and really kind to develop a plan for them in order to be more efficient in what they're doing. And also looking at the situations to where, okay, you have a business, but let's look at all the ways we can think of and how you can monetize and create additional revenue streams from your business.
It's funny because I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm thinking about when I first started, because you have this big idea, And there's
Yes.
all of these little details like you have to get a bank account, you need
Mm-hmm.
to make a legal structure to protect
Right.
yourself. And
Yes.
then what do you offer? What are your service? What makes you unique? And who is your ideal customer? The biggest mistake I made was thinking, well, I was a social media consultant and was like, well, I can help everybody. So I helped
Mm-hmm.
a restaurant, I helped an AC guy, a lawyer, a pest control. Well, I love to learn, but think about if I had focused on one group of people to help, my learning curve would have been shortened. So what would you say is your big magic expert ability when you are helping these people?
Well, I truly believe that people do business with who they know, like, and trust. And you have to, be able to relate to your clients and really understand their pain points. I think that because I take the time out to really understand the problems, communication is key, the problems that they're having in their business, and then be able to provide solutions to those problems, it really attracts more individuals and more clients to me, because a lot of people are afraid to share, thinking that it's of share the information or problems because of fear, or they feel like they're not confident and have the expertise they need in order to really truly build upon that business. So those are the type of clients that I really am drawn to, because that's where the key of aspiring entrepreneurs, those individuals that are just getting started. I do help seasonal professionals, but those are the outliers. But my main focus is helping those ones that have that passion, that purpose, but they really want to know how they can craft it into a profitable and a sustainable business. So those are the clients and the problems that I deal with in helping them solve those problems. And also for individuals, another thing that I do as well in my business coaching practice is those individuals who always have had a desire to put pen to paper and write and tell their story. I really work with clients who want to write their first book and publish their first book, and also use that as a platform to get their expertise, get exposure in regards to the expertise that they provide to the masses, and also create another stream of income in that area of their specialty. So a lot of people, the individuals that I work with, I meet them just by networking, by women coming into my organization, and by collaboration, and really just try to hone in on that particular market, that particular segment. Because when I first started out, yes, I did the same thing. I said I can work with anyone, but I really have a passion for aspiring entrepreneurs.
I think that's really interesting because you're right. So many people and everybody has a story because
Right.
if you're a human being, you have a phenomenal story of how you got to wherever you are today. And especially if you're an entrepreneur, because there's something about an entrepreneur. It's like they've got this hunger inside
Mm-hmm.
of them and a
Mm-hmm.
passion, like you said. So what do you think are some of the popular misconceptions about working with you that some of the people, I know that fear often is a huge one, but what are some
Mm-hmm.
other reasons why someone might think that they can't work with you or maybe they don't think that they could do it, write their own story or have a book?
Right. I think besides the fear and the confidence, which sometimes can stifle people's growth, but really just understanding that you have to invest in yourself. As a business coach, I talk to individuals all the time, and if they're not at a point where they are ready for personal growth, personal self development, and understanding that you have to invest in your business in order to be able to grow. There is a price to everything. It might be a price with time. It might be a price with commitment. It might be a financial consideration. So I think that those are some hurdles that people have to overcome and truly understand the value of what a business coach or what I per se bring to their business, and also what they can learn from me in regards to how they can grow into their greatness and how they can expand their expertise in their product, services, or offerings. So that is always a big hurdle: fear, confidence, and also just not being in that space of where you're ready to move forward. Because a lot of people do lip service, but they really have to put the action behind it and be proactive in your own business, not reactive, but proactive.
I think you're right, because a lot of people, they throw out the, oh, I can't afford it thing. That I
Mm-hmm.
think that's one of the most common things. But the question really, if you actually ask yourself, what does that mean? When you say I can't afford it, are you
Right.
really saying, I'm not worth it? Can you kind of
That's
talk
right.
about that?
Right. And I think that a lot of I've come across some individuals, a lot of individuals say, wow, I can never do something like that, or no one wants to hear my story. I had a client I was talking with, and she said, well, no one wants to hear what I have to say. And she had a phenomenal story. Everyone has a story, but it's like, wow, this would be awesome. You know how many people you can help? So I think it's the lack of confidence as well as believing in themselves that they can do it and they are deserving and they are worthy of having success. If they want to be successful in their business, it is going to take time and talent. Therefore, you have to constantly be growing in order to be proficient in your service offering. So a lot of that has to do with the self-reflection of knowing that you're worthy of all that is good, and that you know that you can tap into those individuals that know more than you, and being open and being okay with that to learn from other people.
I think you're absolutely right. Another thing that I notice about people, and I don't know if it's always been this way, but in the world today, everything is so fast and
Yes.
everything is, I want it right now. It's
Yes,
like the little
exactly.
kid throwing a tantrum.
Hmm.
Back, like I want that candy bar right now. And instead it's, I want success right now. I want the money right now. I want. What do you think about that, and about the, when you're working with someone, how do you address their expectations of what it really means to be successful and how fast you can achieve it?
That is a great question because a lot of individuals, they want a quick fix. They want, the gratification, the edification right away, not understanding that a lot of people are successful because they've been in the trenches for years. It was never an overnight success. It had been marinating, and they've been pruning and changing and growing and changing systems and tweaking this and tweaking that. It's been an ongoing process for many successful entrepreneurs. So I do stress the fact that success is not overnight. That is a very, very rare occurrence where someone can even go on social media and blow up within 2 months, making six figures in 2 months. That's a very rare occurrence. Not to say it cannot happen, but for the masses, you have to understand that you have to put in the work. A lot of people, the misconception is that people don't understand how much work it takes in order to be successful, in order to grow your base, in order to build the product or service and to where you want it to be, as you grow into your business and also become more profitable in your business. So and also another factor is accountability. A lot of people don't understand. They get excited at the moment. They're super excited about their business or writing a book and so on and so forth. But as a business coach, it is my job to coach you. And I have a vested interest in your success because I want you to be successful. And I really try to stress that to my clients because I can envision them being very successful, selling their books, having speaking engagements, and so on and so forth. But they have to, again, have the belief system that they can do it, but also understand that I'm going to be on you to get it done. So you have to be accountable for what you say you want. And also understanding the reason why you want it. Your why have to be so strong that it will make you cry. Because if it's not, then when you come across a hurdle or something, a challenging aspect in your business, you want to quit, your why will keep you moving forward. So I do believe that there is no quick fix, that aspiring entrepreneur has to have a reason beyond themselves of why they're doing their business, because there is going to be good days and bad days. And you have to stay even keel and ride that, what I call the roller coaster effect. Up and down, up and down. You have to stay even keel, because everything is not rosy. Everything is not going to happen automatically. It takes time to season, grow, and nourish your business in order to make it the way and make it become more sustainable. It should be running without you. You want to have residual income, not a one-time thing, but it will take time. And I really try to stress that to all of my clients and potential clients before we work together.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, because it is work. It's called work
Yes.
for a reason. And I'm as you're speaking, I'm thinking about, people go, wow, Tammy's doing this, and this. And it's like, how much time I've spent developing and how many interviews I've done to try to get over the fear of talking to people, and as you do, the more interviews you do, for example, the more calm and easy the interviews become. Speaking of
Exactly.
that, I wanted to ask you about Sisters United, and
Mhm.
tell me more about Sisters United.
Sure. Sisters United was actually birthed out of frustration for me. I love networking. I love meeting new people. It gives me great pleasure to do that. But I found that when I was going to networking events, I was only just grabbing cards and picking up a lot of cards and not really knowing that particular person. A lot of events, people would shove cards in your face or to try to sell you on the spot. And I just got tired of that. And so I could not find what I was looking for. So I made a decision. If I could not find the type of environment that I was looking for, I was going to create it myself. So that is how Sisters United was birthed, and we were launched in November of 2012. So we will be going into our fourth year very soon, and so we're super excited about that. But Sisters United is built upon relationships through networking, because of the premise of individuals do business with whom they know, like, and trust. In the environment of Sisters United, you have an opportunity to build a relationship, get to know that person, get to know the product or services they offer. And we do this in a variety of different ways, through fun networking exercises, through icebreaker exercises. The members also have an opportunity to present their business on our platform to a captive audience that can give constructive criticism in order for them to be better in presenting their business as a speaker, and also as a person that is knowing how to speak on the spot, elevator pitch, power statements, if you will, to really understand what they have in their hands as far as their business product and service offering. And you also get to network and collaborate with other professional women. And the women of the organization they have businesses as accountants, lawyers, veteran advocates, in health and wellness, finance, multi-level marketing, direct sales, brick and mortar. So we open the organization to all industries of women that want to come together and build and help each other in a dynamic and very nurturing environment. So, and we're super excited because we had just had our first formal conference this past March, and it was a huge success.
Oh, wow. That sounds really phenomenal. So, Sisters United mission is to connect people and build business. I really like that. Tell me a little bit more about your book, Transformational You, Create the Change You Want to See. That attracted
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm. Well, great. Well, I know there's the book right
Oh,
there.
okay. Cool.
It is on my website. It's also on Amazon as well. Create the change you want to see. I just feel that you have to write down What is your ideal life? What is your vision for yourself? You can create, you can change. And it also starts with the mindset. So you create the change. And what this book is a journal of reflections. I have 31 power statements and affirmations on every single day. But the beauty about this book is that I'll state an affirmation or a power statement. I explain what it means, and then I give you action steps in order to complete on a daily basis. So, for example, in my book, Transformational You, one power statement, like the first one is, I am built for this. And this is also to increase your confidence level in life and in business. So I am built for this. And then what I ask you to do is describe how you have faced your obstacles and turned a bad situation into success. And then I give you room through writing it down in a journal format, and you write this down. So you're journaling every day for 31 days straight, because you're going to create that change. You're going to see that you're not just living. I mean, you want to thrive every single day, and you want to build upon the successes that you have, and also acknowledge any challenges that you had and how you able to overcome them. So this book is designed for both men and women, and it is also designed to create a shift in your life. So create the change you want to see. So that is the synopsis of Transformational You.
Wow, no, I really like that because number one, you give people the power statements and affirmations, but the big secret is you have to take action. And
Exactly.
by writing it down, you make that hand brain connection. So you actually get it internalized in your body.
Exactly.
So that's really
Hmm.
phenomenal. So tell me about The Voice That Changed Everything. I love that title too.
Hmm. Right. The Voice That Changed Everything is a book collaboration of 24 authors that span across the globe, U.S., Canada, and what we've done is that we wrote a chapter about someone that inspired us in our lives. So everyone had a chapter, and my chapter was the voice that transcends through generations. I spoke in my chapter about my mother and my grandmother and how they have impacted my life and have and to where I am today in business and in my personal life. So this book is an inspirational book. Everybody has all types of stories in the book, and it's also available on Amazon as well. So this was one of the really I was really proud to be asked to be in this collaborative book, The Voice That Changed Everything.
I think that's really phenomenal that you wrote about your mother and your grandmother because those women who, obviously our mothers and grandmothers are the women who help us to figure out who we are. And
Yes.
and so it is really important to acknowledge our heritage like that
Hmm.
because it starts with a strong foundation, and it's often our mothers and grandmothers, and of course our aunts and other people in our lives. And last, I'd like to ask about grow into your greatness.
Hmm. Wow, Grow Into Your Greatness. This was my very first book. It's actually now a year old.
So you've written the books just in the last year. Phenomenal.
Yes, yes, just in the last year. And I still have many stories inside of me. So I will be writing more stories as well. But Grow Into Your Greatness, I really wanted to. My ideal person for this book is to encourage individuals. I love to inspire and train at the same time. As you can see, I mean, I love to motivate and inspire individuals, but also give them techniques in order to build their business as well. So, Growing to Your Greatness was a book I wrote to encourage individuals, both men and women, in regards to. I have different I use a lot of acronyms and power words. I also provide tips in business as far as goal setting in this book, but also letting them know that they're worthy of all that God has given them, and also that what they have is already inside of them. It just needs to be manifested. So they have they are able to grow into their greatness. So this is one of my very first books. And I'm super proud of this book, and it has touched so many lives. This book is actually in Afghanistan as well as in Mexico and all over. So I have individuals that have really taken into this book, and I have really received a good feedback in regards to helping people that were depressed. And they read my book. I've had people of the ministry read my book and have been really encouraged. So I'm just super excited about this.
Wow, phenomenal. Well, I certainly think that you definitely are an inspirational mentor because, that just seems like everything that you've talked about is all about helping entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, especially to grow into their greatness. And you said it a couple times that I thought was very interesting, is about helping people realize they're worthy of this success. And I really think that that is important. And you also mentioned about people not realizing the value of their voice. And one of the questions that I have always found to be like a breakthrough question is when you ask yourself, who would ever listen to me? And then you start to look back at your successes, and you actually will see that a lot of people are really interested in what you have to say. And it's really eye-opening when you realize that even though you're not claiming that you actually will, when you start to claim that people are interested in your story, it's amazing how that just opens up everything. So I'm really glad that you shared your information with us today, and also talked about your books and Sisters United. Where can people find out more about you?
Sure. They can actually go to my website, which is www.tinagreer.com. And they can contact me from there.
Okay, great. So Tina Greer, TINAGREER.com. So everyone, definitely go check out Tina's information. And remember, if you like the show, share it and subscribe. And definitely reach out to us and tell us about how much you learned from Tina today, because I know I learned a lot, and I would love to get feedback from listeners to know what the value is, because again, think about when you understand that you are worthy of success. Just think of how just knowing that one thing can change your life. Thank you so much, Tina.
You are quite welcome. Thank you for this opportunity. I really enjoyed it.
This is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a great day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.